There we go. Happy Friday, everybody, my savvy real estate investing friends. I am currently not by my computer, and Rob is on his way to a showing. So, this is going to be the Friday recap, but two separate locations. I'm currently at a Verizon store, and Rob is on his way to show a lot. But what we're going to do today is just kind of recap the creative financing that we have done throughout the week. Because obviously, with the things that we do cover, we try to go as in depth as we can each week, but we at the same time we try to go as in depth as we can, but it's also thick information. So we want to be able to review. Nate, good to see you, my friend, man. I hope all is well. We need to connect, especially with the Avengers coming out. We should probably go catch that movie. But we want to go over, we talked about short sell. We talked about wraps. We talked about subject to. So, a lot of things that, definitely bear repeating. So if you guys are in, make sure you say hello. We always love to be able to connect with you guys and, see how you're going. Brandon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nate, my man. Brandon, how is that Wichita Falls deal going? Are we still nursing that thing back to health? Yes, exactly, Nate. I'm super excited for that. So, guys, one of the things, I'll get just kind of dive right into it before, Rob comes on is, we talk about the subject, we talk about the creative financing deals, and they are fantastic when, given the right circumstance. The one thing that, we always try to talk about with you guys and let you know is that when you are, John, welcome, my man. I'm glad you could catch us live. When you're using these creative financing options, don't jump to them right away. We talk about it. Do your homework right in the front end. Make sure that you are seeing what type of taxes are owed, what type of liens there might be on the property, so that when you get the title, you're not surprised. Because the more that you have to force a deal through, the more difficult it is. And honestly, guys, don't do a deal and close a deal just to collect a $100 check or a $150 check. We're not doing it to make $100 a month. Subject to is magic, but only in the right circumstances, right, Nate? Because the thing is that, guys, remember what we always say is that you are holding buyers and sellers' hand. Like, these are people's lives that you are collecting a paycheck off of. So as long as you can be an advocate for both the buyer and the seller, your reputation will, you'll have a better reputation in the community. You're going to have many more referral deals. There's going to be a lot of things that, get sent your way by virtue of doing the right thing. And, honestly, $100 a month, $200 a month, cool. The mailbox money is great, but I would much rather have $5,000, $10,000 to my name rather than trying to force a deal through, And so always keep that in mind when you are doing these deals. Where is my good buddy, Robert? Sorry, guys. Yes, with great power comes great responsibility. That is a big thing, guys, is I can't see him. Can't see him. Can't see him. Rob, if you are in, go ahead and request to come on camera. This is weird. Facebook Live is being weird today. I don't think technology is agreeing with my good friend Robert. But no, guys, there we go. Doop, doop, doop. Hey,
Oh man, technology.
I was saying, God bless it. God bless it. So,
I was about to sing like Kip Dynamite from Napoleon Dynamite at the end, but I've forgotten words, so I just know it's about technology.
I was just kind of talking with everybody. Nate and I were talking Avengers, and like Spider-Man says, with
That's
great
big.
power comes great responsibility.
This is
Um,
true.
but basically, when we're talking subject to, when we're talking about wraps, when we're talking about short sales, these are great creative financing, but don't leap right to them. Make sure that you're running the numbers accurately. You're doing the proper amount of homework on these things, because you know there's a lot that can go wrong with these things, just to
Oh my
collect a
God.
check for, like, just to collect a check that's a couple $100 a month.
I mean, the more complexity that you throw into a deal, the more things can go wrong. And so,
Hmm.
I got advice, back in the dawn of time when real estate was just
A new
lava
thing.
rocks moving
Yeah,
left and right.
when it was
That
written on stone tablets, and
exactly.
you would spit shake to execute deals.
And yeah, well, I mean, that was last week, but um, but the deal is that the more complicated the deal, the more money you better make off of it.
Hmm.
And if you're only going to be making a couple $1,000 off of a deal, or you're going to be making $100 a month off of a deal, man, that better be $100 a month for the rest of your life and your kids' life and then their grandkids' life. If it's going to be super complicated,
Hmm.
um, if it's going to be something pretty basic and normal, and maybe it is creative financing, but it's not super complex. Okay, but if you're having to chase down 14 heirs and convince convince them with 13 different stories and share things about 7 different ways, and you're going to
Hmm.
get money, but you don't really get money until year 7, and part of that has to do with the stock market going up and down. Like, pass, just
Yeah.
pass.
No, and I mean that's the big thing is, don't force these deals. There's always going to be another transaction. So I get it. You're only one deal away, but I love Max. Max has got a great group, and they're one deal away. It's true, you're only one deal away, but please tell me how you're only one deal away if that deal gets you $100 a month. Not going to
Right.
happen. So that's not what Max means by that either. So but the thing is that as long as you're well educated and knowing when to use these and when to deploy them, because guys, we're not telling you not to do these. We are by all means not, but there is a time and a place. I keep going back to when our good buddy Mike was on here, and he was just like, don't use them freely, but these are good tools in the tool belt, to be able to deploy when we're doing creative financing. So, there's our good friend Mike.
What up, guys?
Hey, that's Mike.
So, that that's a big thing. Oh, I don't want me to rotate my phone.
Whoa.
Gonna give people motion sickness.
Whoa.
But no, I mean, I guess, Rob, what are some other things? We talked about subject to. So I mean, the big thing with subject to is, it's subject to
So,
the what, you back with me? The
yeah,
subject
I
to
got you.
deal.
I got you.
Subject to is basically just subject to the rest of, whatever money is being paid off. You're paying off a mortgage, you're paying off
Right.
some sort of debt, you're trying to, collect a spread more or less on the deal.
Subject to, you're paying off somebody else's obligation with
Hmm.
the idea that you're going to make a spread because you're going to be able to use the property better. And so whether it's you're going to loan or you're going to lease it out to somebody that's going to rent it,
Hmm.
or you're going to actually turn around and flip the property and sell it to someone else, you're still paying off an existing obligation. Um, if you are, uh, if so, I mean that's the basics on subject to. The big thing with it, where I get hesitant, is like you're trusting somebody that is no longer responsible for the property to do something, and you know it's hard sometimes to really rely on that. So that's
Do you come in often when
just
do you come in often to clean up subject to deals?
Not very often. The biggest thing, with subject twos or wraps that is you're not trying to be a bank yourself. Um, set it up through a loan servicing company. Um, my personal preference on them is to do them through a land trust through the Jude St. Germain law. So what that is kind of a backdoor through Dodd-Frank, so you don't um, kick in the due on sale costs from the bank. So what a lot of people can do is you can create a trust in any name. So if I'm buying Kyle's house, I'm going to create the Kyle Clemmer Family Trust, and I'm going to have to transfer ownership of that house into that trust and make me the trustee beneficiary.
But that is very complicated.
Yes, we are going to have an attorney do this stuff for you, not me. But
not by yourself.
And then you have it paid through a loan servicing company, so you don't have to deal with collecting stuff. And remember, guys, if you're going to do sub 2, you are not the bank of last resort. Do not put unqualified buyers. You still need to run credit checks.
Oh God, no.
Check. You are going to take somebody who is normally a well-qualified buyer, somebody who is here on a work visa for 10 years. They're self-employed and they have a proven income track record through the bank. That they're just having a hard time getting the final qualifications for a bank loan, but they have a long payment history. They're just people who don't qualify for normal bank loans very easily. They're good people. You are not the people who, you don't want to be putting people into these houses that have absolutely horrible credit, no payment histories. You're not the bank of last resort. That is a freaking nightmare.
One of the things to keep in mind, especially when you act as a lender, and that's kind of what you're doing when you're putting somebody into a property, and you better verify that they have the ability to pay it back, because if they don't, somebody's going to pay, and you don't want to be left holding the bag on that. And you will get a great appreciation for why you have to do 30 days worth of pre-qualification and everything else when you're going out to buy properties, and you're going out to, when you're buying your house or buying a car or whatever. You'll have a much better understanding of why it is that you have to go through all those hoops, because you'll want, you get burned one time, you're going to want to make sure that you never get burned again. And
don't touch the stove again.
Nope.
Don't touch the stove. Yeah, don't play patty cake with it. It's bad. So
cool. You got John. Can you guys put up contracts you guys use for wholesaling and putting properties into trusts so you can see the verbiage? Yeah.
I personally use for normal wholesaling, guys. We just use a standard contract. It's easier, protects the seller, protects the buyer.
So John, that's Mike is saying, like down here in Texas, we have a contract through our real estate commission that we use, that he uses, like to put it in the trusts and things. For Connecticut, I don't think you guys have a real estate commission, but
they don't.
Yeah,
but we're working on that right now, as far as contracts.
My personal preference, guys, on a normal wholesaling contract, use your state provided forms. They're there for a reason.
Only 6 states have one.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to do anything with a wrap or a sub 2, I would get an attorney and a title company involved who know what they're doing on that and are experienced with it. Don't try to write them yourself. It's an absolute nightmare, and you're going to get yourself in trouble.
Lean on your title company. Lean on your title company. Lean on your title attorney, because they see a lot more deals than you do. And they all have experience with it, as far as just to be able to tell you, this is normal, this is not normal. Because especially your first one or two, it's different. And so, and then with land trust, I mean, I haven't dealt with land trust in 15 years. And, we wound up, getting away from them, but it does make 100% sense what Mike is saying, as far as with a land trust, you can assign the beneficiary, and it's not public record. So
and you're less likely to kick in the due on sale clause on a subject to. It's not guaranteed, so don't quote me that it won't happen. It's just, I mean, if you got
it's less likely.
If the bank took you to court and got lawyers involved and did dispositions and all of that stuff, they would find it. You're just less likely to kick in the due on sale clause, but it's not guaranteed that you won't.
Perfect. And so, then we talk about, wraps. Again, wrap it's a great tool in the belt. We're talking, these are buy and hold strategies on properties, guys. This isn't something to do just to put a notch in your belt for a deal. If the circumstance comes around, do it. Same thing. So, John, you're a real estate broker and use the board's form, but no verbiage on assignments. Okay. Only my lawyer, but most lawyers just have experience. And, John, we can connect offline about this too, because I know that Rob is researching that stuff heavily and looking into the verbiage on that kind of stuff. So, off the top of our head, I don't know where Rob's at in the research with that, but I know he's working on it. So
John, what state are you from?
he's Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll connect on that one, John. We'll make sure that we get some info for you because I know Rob has been working on actually all 50 states to be exact. So, I think any other thing to kind of cap this off, Rob, as you kind of get ready to show our parcel of commercial property?
Nothing right now. It's just, again, I can't reiterate it enough. It's like when you are doing, especially the exotic type of financing or creative financing, it's not for everybody. It's not for every time. Don't use it first. If you are looking to buy and you have an owner, and asking for owner financing is always a good thing to ask. The worst they can say is no. But um, be aware that that's not necessarily the way to. See if you can do the deal a normal way, and if you can do it the normal way, then work on getting creative.
Yeah, it's not one of those woke up feeling cute today, feel like I'm going to do creative financing. I don't know. Don't do it like that.
It's Friday. Let's go. It's Wrap Friday. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, just do the regular deal. So that's all we got for you guys. Remember, this is my shameless plug. You've got 3 days to sign up for the boot camp. If you haven't already, honestly, you guys are going to regret it if you miss it. $47, it's not that much money, especially like I said, if we did it for free, you wouldn't take it seriously. So Monday at noon is the deadline. I hope you guys all have a fabulous Easter weekend. Take the time, enjoy it with your family. If not, if Easter's not your thing, just have a good weekend. That's all that it takes, guys. So until next time, make it a great rest of your day. Make it a great weekend. And guys, remember, if we don't make dollars, we don't make sense.